Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Dear my students, grade 8, let's go on and complete our unit, the fourth unit for the first term, folk tale. Do you remember this one? This ancient invention allows people to see through walls. What is it? Can you tell me what is this invention? It's something that allows people to see through walls. What can we call it? That's right, we can find it in every room in our house. That's right, it's called window. Window. Now, before we move to our lesson, let's revise here some points. This question comes to you in the test or the final exam. He asks you to do as shown. Number 1. I went to the park last Friday. Here we want to ask a question. How can we form a question? If you look at this sentence, he says what? I went to the park last Friday. If you are going to form a question, you know that we have two types of questions. The first one is yes, no, and the second one is WH. WH, we use it to ask for information. The sentence says what here? I went to the park last Friday. So you are going to ask about a time, last Friday, or you are going to ask about a place, the park. The sentence here is in the past simple because he uses verb to, verb went. So if you are going to make a question, it's going to be what? Where, did, because this is past simple, you, verb 1, infinitive, from went, it's going to be go, last Friday. So where did you go last Friday? And also, if you want to ask about the time, you are going to use what? When. So when did, the same, you go to the park, because we ask about the time. And also we can say, what did you do last Friday, if we want to ask about the action. So here we have variety of questions we can use to ask about this sentence. The second sentence here that we have, he rode a horse in the fields. We want to change the sentence into a passive voice. How can we change the sentence into the passive form? If you remember before, we said when we want to change our sentence into the passive voice, so the focus here is on the object or the action, not on the subject or the person who did the action. This sentence is in the past simple. So here the object is the word horse. So I'm going to start with the word horse. So a horse, it's a singular word. As you remember, we are going to use the singular form of verb to be in the past. It's going to be was. And verb 3 from rode, that's right, ridden, in the fields by him. This is past, simple, passive. Why do people read stories? Do you remember when we spoke about folk tales before? Some people read stories for enjoyment. That's right. Some people they want to get information or acquire information. Some of them to learn new things. Let's go together to our book, page 38. We are going to practice grammar today. We are going to speak about past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. If you look here, past continuous tense, the formation of this tense was where plus present participle. When I say present participle, it means verb plus ing, because we use here verb to be in the past, was where plus verb ing. If you look at this timeline, this is present here and this is future, but I speak about past. If you look here in the past, I have an action, it was happening in the past, and it was cut. It was cut by another action. So the long action, I put it in the past continuous, and the short one, I put it in the past simple. Like this one. When he arrived, I was watching TV. So this is the action that was happening at first. I was watching TV. And the thing that cut my watching for TV, that he arrived, his arrival. So when he arrived, what was I doing? I was watching what? TV. If you look here, we use what? Was watching, verb ing. Let's practice more about this tense for the past continuous tense. we start our sentence with the subject. After that, we are going to use was, were, plus verb ing. Like here, she was cooking all morning. She was cooking all morning. If we want to make our sentence in the negative form, we are going to add not in the middle here. So it's going to be subject plus was, were, plus not, plus verb ing. Like she was not sleeping when he came home. If you are going to make a question, was, were, plus subject, plus verb ing, this is you are going to answer with what? That's right, yes or no. Like was she sleeping when he came home? Here we have some linking words that we use them in the past continuous. Try to be careful because you are going to face them in the tests. Like here we have when and while. If you are going to use when, we use the short action. So after when, we are going to use the past simple tense. Unlike while, if you are going to use while, you are going to use the long action. So this is what? That's right. Past continuous tense was, were, verb ing. Let's read more here. I was watching TV when Jim knocked the door. If you look here, we have when in the middle. As we said before, we use when, but after it, we are going to use past simple. So this is verb 2, knocked. And the action that comes before it, it should be going in the past continuous form. So I was watching TV. Let's do more here. I was watching TV when Jim knocked the door. If you are going to use when at the beginning of your sentence, when Jim knocked the door, we put comma in the middle here. If you are going to start with when or while, I was watching TV. So after when, past simple, and the second part of your sentence must be in the past continuous form. While, if you are going to use while in the middle, so you are going to use past continuous after it, and before it past simple. Like Jim knocked the door while I was watching TV. If you are going to use while at the beginning of your sentence, so try to take the part that comes after it here, the same, like while I was watching TV, this is a long action, comma, Jim knocked the door, this is a short action that came and cut the long action. Let's practice here. We have some examples from the previous lesson. While Hugh was watching the herd, 6 silver cows rose out of the water. So this is the long action, was watching, and cut it when the 6 silver cows rose out of the water. Now here we want to choose the correct verb to complete the following sentences. Here we have when. Be careful, as I have told you, what should you use after when. And the second one here, you have while. Be careful, what are you going to use. And the last one here, you have while in the middle, and after it you have past continuous. Take your time and try to answer them. Pause the video and answer them. Now let's check the answers. When we have 3 choices here. Leave, left, was leaving. The club, it was already snowing heavily. If you look here, we have when at the beginning. As we said before, when we use when, we are going to use which tense? Past simple or past continuous? That's right, we are going to use past simple. So when I left, because this is when, the club, it was already snowing heavily. Second one, Fatma dropped her ID card while she, this is while. So you're going to use which tense? Excellent. Past continuous. So this is going to be what? Was looking. So the sentence is going to be Fatma dropped her ID card while she was looking for her purse. The third example that we have, a new student entered, was entering our class while here is in the middle. My partner was given a presentation. If you look here, we have while and after it past continuous. So you are going to use the short action before it. So it's going to be what? Entered. Excellent. A new student entered our class while my partner was giving a presentation. Now we want to complete these sentences. Take your time, try to think, and complete them. Number 1, the vet, doctor for animals, was treating an injured tiger in the zoo. When? So you're going to use which tense? Past simple, as we said, because you have what here? When. Second one, I was walking along the road. When? The same here. So you are going to use past simple. That's right. Number 3, I heard a scream while. After while, which tense should we use? Excellent. Past continuous. Was, were, verb, ing. That's right. Excellent. Good job. Number 4, while our grandma was telling us an interesting story. This is while here in the beginning. Past continuous. So the second one is going to be what? Past simple. Take your time. Pause the video and try to say the answers. Now let's check. The vet was treating an injured tiger in the zoo when the zookeeper came. So here I use the verb came in the past form. Yes, that's right. Verb to from come. That's right. Excellent. So the sentence is going to be the vet was treating an injured tiger in the zoo when the zookeeper came. Second one, I was walking along the road when. So we are going to use past simple. So it's going to be what? I was walking along the road when I saw the past of see 2 deers. That's right. I heard a scream while. Do you remember while? Yes, we are going to use past continuous. While I was watching TV. Was plus verb ing. Number 4. While our grandma was telling us an interesting story. This is past continuous. So the second one, excellent, past simple. It started, verb to, regular verb. It started to rain. So while our grandma was telling us an interesting story, it started to rain. Started to rain. Now I'd like you to discuss how some people mistreat animals and suggest ways to protect them. We find that some people mistreat animals. They treat them badly. We want to know how, and I'd like you to suggest some ways to protect these animals. Okay? Like here, frightening and killing them, making experiments. Okay? How can we protect them? What are your suggestions? Like treating animals with care, building a nature reserve. Okay? Take your time to write down some notes about this exercise. Okay, now let's speak about some points. How do you think some people mistreat animals? That's right, we can say some people mistreat animals by abusing and hurting them. Some people mistreat animals by abusing and hurt them. Okay? Some people fight animals. If you look at this picture, we find some people are fighting animals. Okay? They are hitting them. Some people kill many animals for fun, just for fun, okay? For pleasure, for no reason. But we find they make experiments on them. Other people, they kill animals to make experiments. They hurt them to make experiments, and this is not good sometimes. Now we want to suggest some ways to protect animals. How can we save and protect animals? Okay? We have some solutions here. The first point here we can say we should treat animals with care. This is the first one. The second one we can say we should build natural reserves for them to protect them from being endangered and extinction. Thank you and see you inshallah in the next videos.